And on the mound for the A's in this one, JT Ginn. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball.
Got him swinging. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
That's to third, and
foul.
That's just foul. Foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. That's a laser base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Mookie Betts at the plate now. He's one of the few players in baseball history to win the MVP and World Series in the same season.
Yeah, that 2018 Red Sox season was special.
And so was 2024 for Mookie and the Dodgers. Just like that Boston team, LA won the World Series with the MVP on their roster. Instead of Mookie, though, it was Shohei who claimed the double. Foul ball there. That one misses, and it's 2-1. In the air to left center. Thomas under it. And that is that. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Jack Dreyer. What do you have on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Late swing fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. just
Nope,
misses
ball.
with that one. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And that's in for a strike. Chases that one upstairs.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Ball.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
No outs. Runner on second. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. That's
Ball went over the fence.
So it's
Two
an
bases.
automatic double. A run comes in the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Digging in, Nick Kurtz. Outside.
Ball outside.
And it's 1-0. Runner at second, nobody out.
That missed. That's a ball.
That's
Oh,
in
yeah.
there. 2 balls and a strike. That
No,
one
that's
missing
in.
inside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here, the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position. He's got to find it.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Holy Toledo! He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Yeah.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
That's a ball. That's inside.
Ball 1. And it finds its way through for a hit. That at first. Now the A's designated hitter, Joey Meneses. Here comes the 0-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though. Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two. Popped up. Rojas in position. And there's one away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Ball. Here it works.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
3-2
nope,
now.
that's in.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Jack Dreyer is done, and that'll do it for the opener. New arm coming on. We'll be back after a quick break. Edgardo Henriquez takes over on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. And that one fouled off.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hernandez has a beat on it, and that is that. The A's with a 2-run blast as the A's are on top. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game. He's
no, that's
just
low.
missing
Ball.
With some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Just missed.
Ball.
On the corner for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges.
96, the right fielder, Kyle.
Ha!
Quick toss to first.
No,
and he's
safe.
back in there. You'll one.
That's a ball.
Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. King Tuck goes down on strikes.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Ground ball left side, could be two. One at second. On the first, double play. And that's the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the A's 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the second. Leading off, Alika Williams.
That's what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
That misses.
No, that missed.
And it's
That's the ball.
1-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Ball.
2-2 now. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
Foul
That
ball.
was foul, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And now it's filled up. Struck him out swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed.
Ball.
Henriquez measures 6 feet 4 inches, 200 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Bolte in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
That's down. That's a ball. That's a ball.
In there at the knees. That's strike 2. The other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That one fouled off. Man at second. And a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The A's strand 1, but they lead it 3-0. On to the 3rd inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Fought off foul. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 9, the catcher,
Sliced hard but foul. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Outside with a breaking ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
The sinker's his bread and butter pitch, Boog, and he's gone to it plenty in this one. He's used it on more than half his pitches so far. Nothing across against him yet, so he may just let it ride.
Rojas leads off first with 1 away. Popped up. And there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes went down on strikes his first time through. get the force, and that is the inning. So the Dodgers lead one. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom of the inning, stepping in the long ball threat, Nick Kurtz.
You know, these A's putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
That's the ball
And
down.
if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your team really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
3-1 now. That one misses.
Inside, ball
So
4. Take your base.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now.
Ball
The
up.
Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a ball.
Rudder takes off. That one fouled off. 2-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Meneses in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Man at first, one away. Hit hard, base hit. And now to a board.
Up next for the A's, the left fielder, number 32, Kobe.
First pitch swinging. Two on, one out.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball, that's outside.
Line drive, base hit. Kurtz around third. In comes the run from second. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Picks himself up an RBI. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Max Muncy up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. That one at triple digits. Comes up empty.
Big time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Registers the punch out and hits 101.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up. Right through there for a strike.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the 3rd. And that is out of play. Struck him out looking. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 3 innings complete. It's the Athletics 4 and the Dodgers nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Hit on the ground to the right side. Kurtz takes it to the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
That's a ball.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. This one's got a chance. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Now around second, going for 3rd. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. Fouled off left side. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Tracks it down for the out. And that should get the job done as he tags from 3rd. He's in on the sacrifice fly. They're on the board 4-1. And that drops in for a strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Slides for the stop. Fires to first, and they keep it. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Athletics 4 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Alex Vesia.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Now it's the second baseman. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
That missed. That's a ball.
That's to third, Edman. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Up next for the A's, the center fielder, number 33, Henry.
First offering way inside, almost got him.
No, that's out.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The 2-1. Out towards right center field. Tucker on his way over. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the A's, the right fielder,
Shea Langoliers now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. A's go quickly and quietly there, but they lead it 4-1. We go to the top of the fifth, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That's in there. That is strike 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Out towards right center field, Langoliers giving chase. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
The second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Right through there for a strike. The Dodgers trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the fifth. Battling here as he fouls it away. Out to short, Williams. Fires over to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the fifth. Two outs, base is empty. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Dalton Rushing. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball one, no strikes.
Hey!
There's a swing and a drive. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
That was exactly what you want to pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
A changeup missing. Ball one. Rushing on at second with 2 down. On the ground right side. To first. That's out number 3. 1 left for LA, and they trail it 4-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's a big power threat. Nick Kurtz.
You know, these Athletics really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
0-1. High fly ball down the left field line. Hernandez drop step going back. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground.
The catcher, Yoda. Fine.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That one finds the corner. 0-2 now.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And
no, that
clearly
missed.
There's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That's off
Nope,
the mark.
ball.
It's 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that's
ball.
off the inside edge. And the count's full. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Alex Vesia will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Will Klein taking over on the mound.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Two down, bases empty. Joey Meneses will hit next. 1 for 2. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Number 44, Andy Pages.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the A's. Mason Barnett, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Alvarado also throwing. The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That one misses.
Ball.
And now 3-2. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. That one misses.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Going 2 now. Liner, base hit. Here comes Pages around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. 4-2 now.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. JT Ginn departs. Gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now
Jeff Hartley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
That's the ball.
another
the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And delivers
That's the ball. Outside.
Kyle Tucker waiting to bat for the Dodgers. The Athletics trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're the top half of the sixth. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Line drive, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Tucker, the next to hit, takes ball one.
That's the ball low.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Late swing, foul to the left.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some
ball,
points.
that's down.
Next offering is downstairs. Tap foul at the plate. And that is a big first out.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Almost got him.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Two on that. Swing and a foul out of play. Laser, base hit. One run's in. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over.
Well, we're starting over. 2 RBIs with that swing, and this one is tied. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Go ahead run on base. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
That's the ball.
Tied at 4.
Ball.
The count. Here it comes.
Cut.
Right through there for a strike. Two on, one out. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. And there's
That's a ball.
Dalton rushing. Up next for the Dodgers. Payoff pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Outside ball four. He walked them, and they are loaded.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jeff Hartley gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Justin Sterner gets the ball now.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
On the ground,
foul.
And it's just foul. That was close.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Here's Ohtani. Fouls away the first offering. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 3 and draw even. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. And we are tied 4-4. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the left fielder, Colby Thomas. Flips the corner. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Brock Stewart, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Mills getting cranked up as well.
No, that's outside. Ball.
to third. Edman sends it to first. Awesome play there.
Up next for the A's, third baseman number 3, Matt Muncy.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Really
No, that's
good take,
down.
especially
Ball.
with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Next up for the A's, Alika Williams.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Here, what?
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
And the 0-2.
Ball.
Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
We go to the top of the 7th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Backed off the plate that time.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Tied at 4. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Just missed.
Ball.
Next pitch is outside.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That's outside. And now 3-0. Late on that fastball. Swing and a miss. Now 3-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Justin Sterner done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Mason Barnett.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Here's Mookie now.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Hee-haw!
Two down, nobody on. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
This one in the air, center field. Bolte under this one. And that's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. 7th inning stretch time. And we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for
Wyatt Mills into the game. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Leading up for the A's, the second baseman, Joshua Corona-Flower.
Clips the corner, 0-1.
Ball.
On the ground, right side, Rojas. The throw to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Next for the A's, the center fielder, number 33, Henry.
A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike.
Nope. Ball.
Fastball for a strike. Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on.
Okay, all set to go. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Center field. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Foul ball. And there's a foul ball. Quién, a 6'2" righty, 200 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. The 0-2. Right side, and that one handled. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Next to the dish is Freddie. Another solid power season. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Two down, nobody on. Freeman hits it in the air. And that is that. Middle of the first, no score. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Jack Dreyer. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Stepping in, Henry Bolte.
Hee-haw!
The 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away and the strikeout.
Batting second, the right fielder, Shay.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Dreyer, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet.
No, that
He's
missed.
got
That's
such
the ball.
great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings. But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Next pitch
That's
inside, and that's ball 3. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Next up for the A's, Nick Kurtz. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right. Softly hit to third. Low throw, and he can't hang on to it.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Ball outside.
Kurtz leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Hoo-yah!
grab to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Scoreless after one. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. That one fouled off. And that is out of play. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
This one in the air, center field. Bolte gets under it, and there's one down.
That is it. The left fielder, Granedes Ligas.
Ha!
No score here in the second.
Ball outside.
Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Book, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in two-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at-bat.
Ground ball to the right side. Kurtz takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down at the top of the second.
right fielder,
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Just
That missed. That's a ball. Ball.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-0. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the A's designated hitter, Joey Meneses. Line to left. One down.
Batting 6, the left fielder, number 32, Colby.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Edgardo Henriquez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's off the mark. Ball 3.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
And that's ball 4.
Nope, ball 4. Take your base.
Right there, 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first with 1 gone. Max Muncy up next for the A's.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swung on, belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that one becomes property of the beast. Max Muncy, a two-run homer. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Ball.
Oh, he
That
doesn't
missed.
get the
That's a
call.
ball.
Ball 2. 2 runs across in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that's a little
Ball.
high.
That's up.
Swing, and that ball smashed down the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman. Swing and a pop-up. Tucker snags it on the run.
Nope. Ball.
And another
That's a ball.
Shea Langoliers next to bat for the A's. Man on second, 2 down. That's too high.
Ball
And it's ball
4.
4. Another walk.
Up next for the A's, the right fielder, Quién.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 0 for 1 so far.
That's
one
a ball.
misses. That's 5 straight. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball there. One, 2.
That's
Really
low.
good
That's a
take,
ball.
especially with 2 strikes.
Two now. And a breaking
Ball
ball
out.
misses outside. Nick Kurtz in the on deck circle for the A's. Right side, hard hit. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. The A's with a 2-run blast. And it's 2-0. New inning getting started, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman.
Ball inside.
Close
Ball.
one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. That one ran inside, almost got him. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Misses again.
Nope, that's outside.
5 in a row.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Popped up. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Now the catcher up to hit. Dalton down the middle for a strike. And it's a 1-1.
Wow. Que la tierra libere energía. Por eso pasa de terremoto, que tenía mucho más liberado.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And the lead runner out at second, Rojas at first. One goal. And now
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Tough
Ball.
spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
that one
Ball,
misses.
that's low.
Ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next offer in there for a strike. Full count ball. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
Up next for the Dodgers, the center fielder, number 44, Andy Pajas.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajas. Golden opportunity right here. That clips the corner. Bases loaded. 1 away. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him swinging for the pay. Huge strikeout there.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And the Dodgers leave him loaded. And they're down 2-0.
Now
bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Edgardo Henriquez.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nick Kurtz. Reached on an infield single his first time. Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ball, that's up.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-1.
Down, ball.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Meneses in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's outside.
Liner snagged it first. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're up 2-0. Start of the fourth. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. That's ripped. Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Ball one, no strikes. Hernandez in his 9th season, 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Here.
Betts gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Nope. Ball.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Off balance speed, there's one. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. One out man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. And that's fouled off. Fouled off. He was late. Here's the 0-2. In the air, right field. Langoliers settles under this one. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The third baseman, Tommy Edman.
Now a quick throw to first. Hernandez back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap. No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
No, that's out.
Just
that's the ball.
missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Payoff pitch. And they'll do it again. Two. So a walk.
That's low.
Puts
Ball
runners
4.
at
Take your
first
base.
and second.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Gets the call. That's strike 1. Rojas thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. In the air, left side. Thomas should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. bottom four, digging in, Colby Thomas.
Number 32, Colby Thomas.
Out towards right center field. Pajes takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Up next for the A's, third baseman, number 3, Matt Muncy.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick,
that's a
the
ball.
Ball gets hit
Outside
hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Williams stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Ground ball, left side. Throw on to Freeman, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the A's 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Just off the outside edge. Ball one.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
That's down and in. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. And he'll pull into second safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at second. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
Ball. No, that's outside. Ball.
So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate, and we're at the top of the 5th. That just misses ball 3.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fights it off. He'll see another. gets the strikeout looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
To third. Slings to first in time. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
The sinker's his bread and butter pitch, Boog, and he's gone to it plenty in this one. He's used it on more than half his pitches so far. The results speak for themselves, and he probably won't want to change a thing.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Base hit! The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by one.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Freeman, the runner at first with two gone.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That misses. Ball two. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
That one
That's
misses.
the ball.
Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Up the middle, Williams. Now the throw to first on the run.
He's out.
Got him. Nice play. So one run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the second baseman, number 85.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
In the air to left center. Betts settles underneath it. And a quick out, number one.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
That's in. Ball.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Throw on to Freeman. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. Two quick outs.
The right fielder,
Now the number 2 hitter, Shea Langoliers, has grounded out a couple of times.
Hey! Ha!
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they still lead it 2-1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Now pitching from
New
the
arm out of the
Athletics,
bullpen, Jeff
number
Hartley.
31.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And the slider just misses. Swings through that.
That was straight queso right there.
The 1-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 1-2.
No, that's inside.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
That's the ball.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Popped up. He's got it, and there's two away.
Up next to the Dodgers, the third baseman, Tommy Edman.
That's a ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
That one
No,
off
that's
the mark.
down. Ball.
3.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey,
That's a strike. 3-1. A's leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouled off to the right. And a payoff pitch. This one in the air, center field. Bolte under it. And that is that. Dodgers down in order. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now
Dodgers,
for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Well, one-run game. Here's a big power threat. Nick Kurtz, 1 for 2. Inside,
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Missed.
To a count,
that's
you
low.
really
That's a
don't
ball.
want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Hey.
Change up on the corner at the knees. Kurtz wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Late on that fastball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him. Now one away.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Meneses up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. The Cia.
Nope, ball.
He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Just
that missed. That's a ball.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Ah,
boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Man at second. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Just locked him up right there for the 2nd out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
La cena más mala que
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Man on second, 2 down.
No, that's out.
The 2-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. Right back to him on the mound. Gets him easily, ends the inning. The A's strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Top of inning number 7, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Late swing, fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. To the right side, Kurtz steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
just
That's the
missed.
ball.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. And a 1-1.
Outside. That's a ball.
The A's holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offer in there for a strike. And it's 2-2. Rushing wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges. The 3-1 is on the way. Hit hard on the ground is short. The throw to first.
He's out of there.
And 2 away to start the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jeff Hartley out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So
the
a new
Athletics,
pitcher on the mound for the
number
A's,
63,
Mason Barnett. He's been so good against lefties. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3.
Well, the bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Two down, nobody on. That one ripped, but foul. Barnett, 25 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022. Battling here as he fouls it away. Oh, 2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ball.
Sits him down looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and our score remains 2-1.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Will Klein.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Leading off.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Max Muncy, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Wyatt Mills looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Stewart getting loose as well. One now. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Ball. Nope.
Catcher
Ball.
challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Gets under it and pops it up. Rojas has a beat on it. 2 away now.
Up next for the A's, the second baseman, Joshua.
Here's the second baseman.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Chopped out in front of the plate, and that chance handled. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. And the A's are gone in order. They lead it 2-1. And we're back. And now the center fielder, number 44. Line drive, that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
In for a strike. It's 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
The Athletics trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. On the ground, right side, lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The flip. There's one. A sensational double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
There's a strike. 95 of that one. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Next pitch misses
ball.
outside, and it's a ball and a strike. That's inside. The tying run is 90 feet away. That one catches the zone. 2-2. In there, sets him down on strikes.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
On to the bottom of the eighth. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Henry Bolte.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Ball one.
No, that missed.
Strikes.
That's a ball.
He's just
ball.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses, and the count's full. Got him looking. Some high cheese for strike three. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 1-0. Bolte on at first, nobody out. Nice stop from his backside. One at second to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
One out man at first. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Swings through that one. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. One-run game, one out, one on. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Brings it in. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Will Klein won't. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Wyatt Mills.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Inside, almost got him. Here's a 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two now. Way inside, gets out of the way. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Tapped out in front of the plate. And that one handled. Play made. That ends the inning. It's the A's 2 and the Dodgers 1. We go to the 9th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. Pitch misses, ball 1. Hard hit, right side. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Check swing, but he went too far. It's strike 1 on Edman.
That's a ball.
On the ground to the left. Not in time.
He's in there. Hey.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line. Beat the throw pretty easily.
One down. Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. There's the strike. And this is inside.
Ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one outside. Ball 2. The Dodgers with the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the 9th. Up the middle, Williams. Glove look to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And your final score here today, 2-1. The A's hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.